Hi students, hope you are all fine. Here some biology. Today our topic is in human brain structure and function. First we draw the structure of the brain. This is the upper large part of the brain. Upper and large part of the brain is called cerebrum. Upper part of the brain, and this is large. Cerebrum is divided into four lobes. Large lobe is frontal lobe, that present in the front of our skull, and behind the frontal lobe is small lobe is occipital lobe. Frontal lobe control of our eye movement, control of our continuously seeing in someone eyes is control in frontal lobe, and movement of our eyes is control under frontal lobes. And occipital lobes made image which type of the things we see from the frontal lobe with the help of the eyes. Image is made in occipital lobes, or like is a animal or a human or any other things. Image is made in occipital lobes. This is a parietal lobe, and here is a temporal lobe. So cerebrum is divided into four lobe, and cerebrum is the upper and large part of the brain. Frontal lobes, parietal lobes, occipital lobes, and temporal lobes. Behind the frontal lobes is another area is called motor cortex. Motor cortex control of our voluntary body movement. Voluntary body movement is under control of our motor cortex. Front of the parietal lobe is sensory cortex. Sensory cortex control of our body sense. So motor cortex and sensory cortex is separate from each other with the help of the central sulcus. Central sulcus separate the sensory cortex from the motor cortex. So right motor cortex control of our left side body movement, and left motor cortex control of our right body movement, and right sensory cortex control of our left sided sense, and left sensory cortex control of our right side senses. Temporal lobe consists on the auditory area. This is called auditory area. Auditory area control or function of our hearing. Our hearing is under control, under function auditory area, that is present in the temporal lobes. And another area is called Wernickus area in the temporal lobe is translate our hearing. The hearing which is come through the temporal lobes from auditory area is translated and made concept, and translated into words, and made a concept of this hearing in the Wernickus areas. And another area is called Broca's area. Broca's area speech these concept, speech this translated word, translated made concept is speech under the Broca's area. Broca's area present in the frontal lobes. So, auditory area, hair, and Verknus area translate these hearings, and Broca's area speech these translated word. So another part of the brain is called brainstem. Brainstem is continuous spinal cord attached with the brainstem. Brainstem is divided into three parts: midbrain, pons, and the medulla oblongata. So this is our brainstem. Brainstem is divided into three parts: midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata, and spinal cord attached with our brainstem. And near the brainstem is another part is called cerebellum. This is cauliflower like structure is called cerebellum. Cerebellum control of our involuntary movement. Cerebellum control of our learned function, automatic learned function. Learned function is under control of our cerebellum, like our driving car, driving motorcycle, and our writing. Learned function, automatic learned function is under control cerebellum, and our body balance is also under control cerebellum. Automatic learned function like our driving car, our driving a motorcycle, our writing, learned function is under cerebellum and our body balance. And medulla oblongata is control of our involuntary movement, like our heartbeat, our respiration, our blood pressure is under control our medulla oblongata. This is our involuntary function. Involuntary function in our body is under control medulla oblongata, like our heartbeat, our respiration, our blood pressure is under control medulla oblongata. So I have revised again the human brain structure and function. The large upper part of the brain is cerebrum. Cerebrum is a large and upper part of the brain divided into four lobes: frontal lobes, parietal lobes, occipital lobes, and temporal lobes. Frontal lobes is present in the front of our skull, that control of our eye movement and our seeing. And occipital lobes present behind the frontal lobe is made the image which type of our thing I have seen with the help of our eyes. Image is made in the occipital lobes, parietal lobes, and temporal lobes. Control of our hearings. Our hearings is under control of our temporal lobes. Temporal lobes consist on the auditory areas, and parietal lobes consist of the wernicke's areas. Auditory areas inform the hearing, and Werkness translate these hearing into the words, and Broca's areas speech these translated word. And this is midbrain. This is brainstem. Brainstem divided in three parts: midbrain, pons, and spinal cord. And spinal cord midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata control of our involuntary function in our body, like our heartbeat, our blood pressure, and our respiration. and cerebellum is control of our automatic learned function, like our driving car, our driving motorcycle, and our writing is under control of the cerebellum. So hope you are clearly understand this video lecture. Bye. Allah Hafiz.